Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first public meeting of the Windward Island People's Movement. It's an honor and a privilege for me to be here tonight to guide this meeting along as MC. It has been quite a while for me, but nevertheless, when it comes to this sort of thing, we are always ready, willing, and able. Tonight, we are going to be, or try to be, as short and as concise as can be in order that this meeting doesn't go on and on. I would like to start out with the following. If you own a car and it's running perfectly, would you carry it to a mechanic to get it fixed? No. If you have a house and it's in great condition and it serves its purpose, would you tear it down to build another one? No. I guess not. It's like the old saying goes, if it's not broken, why fix it? And that's what we will pay attention to here tonight. When I say we, of course I mean all the candidates who are here onto the WIPM's list. Just to give you a little rundown, I don't think those that aren't blind can see what has taken place on Sable over the last almost 44 years. Next year will be 45 years that the WIPM party, God willing, will be in existence. Twice they have been in the opposition benches. Now that's a record. I don't think none of the other islands can beat that record. The WIPM party has strived to do everything they can do for the Sable people. Before, I used to say you can drive from the Fort Bay to Flat Point and all you see is progress. Today we can say you can drive from the dump to Cove Bay and see the progress that has been made here on this 5 square miles. Starting with a new recycling plant, and I must mention this, that some of the people who were most critical of the dump never took the time out to come and see what the recycling plant was all about and how it would change the whole issue of garbage here on Sable and the disposal of garbage. We live on one of the islands in the Caribbean that people from outside tell you that is a beautiful, well-run island. I was talking with the Prime Minister of St. Martin the other day, who was a very good friend of mine, and he was saying he heard that they want change on Sable. He said, what change? He said, you have a stable government. You have a government that produces a budget with a surplus. Where else can anybody claim that? Do we have our faults? You bet we do. But the old saying says, if you don't work, you don't make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. So does the present government. But that doesn't mean to say that you have to take them out of office for those few mistakes. Remember that we are going through a period now where they are re-evaluating the whole status since we went into, or just after 2010, where we became a municipality of Holland. There is a re-evaluation process going on now. Who would you want to handle that re-evaluation process for you here on Sable? people that come in, that knows nothing about government, that knows nothing that has taken place since 10-10-10. I heard, well, I read in the paper today, where that one said, when asked a question about why we can't get loans as we used to from the bank, that person said, well, these banks on St. Martin are run by the Dutch government, and those in St. Martin belong to St. Martin. Well, first of all, I thought that the banks here were branches of those in St. Martin, and last I heard, the central bank in Curacao was over all these banks. So, do we want this to happen to us at this point in time in our political history on Saba? I doubt it very much. Very, very much. And therefore, tonight, we have your candidates here for the upcoming election on the WIPM slate. I'm not going to give you any formal introduction and tell you where they came from, when they were born, etc. Take some time and let them do it for themselves. We didn't bring in any MC because we have our own MCs. We didn't bring in any speakers from the other islands because we have our own people who can speak for themselves. Thank you very much. And having said that, and keeping up with my promise to keep it short and sweet, I would like to call the first candidate forward, who's the leader of the WIPM party, and he is none other than Mr. Rolando Wilson.